All right, we're rolling. All right, go ahead.
Hey, JD.
I told her to say that because I told her I just talked to you over there, Lancaster. Anyway, so this is Bobby again, my friend. We're in Jack in the Box, and I wanted to ask her a question. She said she's willing to give you an answer, and me. And the question is, what is it that holds her back, or maybe someone like her, from getting off the streets? What is in the way? What can we do, if anything?
The main thing that is in the way, pretty much everyone I know is their addiction. Some, like one guy I know is alcoholic, and he has mental issues and takes Seroquel and stuff for mental issues. Mine, and it's many, the drug use is a problem. Even though like I get burned out on it, and don't want to do drugs or do as many, quit and then did it again. I think the main thing is like you're kicking yourself in the butt for doing it. You're punishing yourself for, not being with your family, not being who they see you as being, and you're ashamed of yourself, thinking they're ashamed of you. To really just really go home and get cleaned up and do right, and then when you want to go get high, you got to really be done with it. And it's like the biggest thing. Like, can I do it? Can I make the change?
Is it true, because I've never been addicted to a drug, but sometimes, you feel like one girl was telling me, I'm not really addicted, I can quit anytime I want to, but she's doing nothing to try to quit.
You can.
Does it feel like, though, that you can? And so that's a way you kind of tell yourself that, not you particularly, but somebody, that I'm just here because I choose to be. I can quit anytime. I like doing what I'm doing, but it's really the drug, huh?
Yeah, you can't quit any time without support.
Right.
And resources. And you can't quit unless you want to.
Right.
You got to be to the point where you just completely, and I've been to that point, and I've almost been to that point a couple of times now, when you just can't get the drugs, you can't get the money, or it's so hot, or it's so cold, and you're freezing, and you ain't got no socks or underwear or bras, and blisters on your feet. Everybody's got sores on their feet, and some are infected. One lady died from the infection that she had on her arm. It's horrible to where you just don't want to be in the street no more. You just hate it. That when you get to that point,
well, does it hurt
you?
then?
Help, when you're seeking it, and you need somebody to help you right then and get you out of there right at that moment.
Right.
Because some big thing could come through tomorrow with some money, and they've got a big party, and all the drugs, and you're not fed up so much anymore.
You got to do it in the moment.
You got to do it in the moment. Have a place to call in that moment. Somebody can get you at 3 a.m.
That's the same thing I was telling JD. That's what I was telling him I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, I told her, we went out in Lancaster a few weeks back, me and some people from Weatherford and other places, and afterwards we ate dinner, and that's what I told them, we can go out there and pass out stuff, but that's not getting anybody off the street. And to get them off the street, you really need to have the machinery to receive them already set up. It's too late when the moment arises, because the moment's going to pass. Something's going to come up, like you just said, and take the moment away. Because, as Christians, I believe that's orchestrated by the devil trying to keep somebody. But regardless, that moment's going to pass. I know you're a believer. And and you pray and you told me, ask God for direction and stuff like that. Well, I believe that God can supernaturally help a person overcome drugs and want to quit,
Yeah.
And or I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't even be here if that wasn't the case. I believe that, and I want to see it. I want to be a part of it. I want to pray with you.
Yeah.
And then you're okay, and you want to get away from this because God freed you.
And we also want to make sure that when we get there, there's the methadone, there's Suboxone, that there's the medicine, because you get a lot of the Christian ministries that want to rehab you without that.
Right.
No, you can't have cigarettes. God will deliver you from smoking. No, you don't need those, because methadone is like another addiction. Suboxone is like another addiction. These medicines are designed to help you with the cravings and withdrawals. To get off of those pills, you have the other pills.
And then how do you get off methadone? Because I knew a friend years ago she was on methadone for years, and she just kept upping her
You
dose.
get addicted to, you get addicted to the methadone. So then that causes a whole other issue. But we want to make sure we have that, like as a safety blanket.
Right.
That we're
At least
scared
just for
we're
your
gonna go-
security
We're
in
scared we're going to
mind.
go through these withdrawals. It has to be worked right. To where you're lowering the dosage, and getting rid of that safety blanket. You know what I mean?
Right. Because you're afraid that if you go in and try this and it doesn't work, you don't have no blanket to catch you, no methadone or nothing. And so you're going to go through all that and for nothing and be back out on the street.
Yeah.
So, but if you did have methadone or something to fall back on, you feel safer. Yeah, I understand. That's some good food for thought. Well, this is probably getting long, so I'm going to go ahead and stop. It's been 5 minutes. I was only going to do like a minute, but that was some good stuff you said.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it and the honesty and stuff like that. So, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. God bless.